Meszalunna Huda. I'm from grade 4B. So before I start my presentation, the textbook presentation, the textbook that I have read before, I have one good quote for you. So the quote is, "A room without book is like a body without a soul" by Cicero. Okay, so in this video, I would like to share a book that I have read. Yes, this book is a textbook, and the title is The Second Language Classroom Research on Teaching and Learning. The book written by Chaudrin. The publisher is Cambridge University Press, and this book is published in 1988. So this book contains 7 chapters. So chapter 1 is discussed about major issues in second language classroom research. It's about since the 1960th century, research on teaching and learning has aimed to relate teacher and student behavior in classrooms to learning outcomes. Investigation cover instructional and non-instructional tasks, teacher-student participation, and language form in interaction. Factors like attitudes, cognition, and social context are also studied. The goal is to identify variables that lead to academic achievement and inform educational planning. The last is second language classroom research aims to support empirically based teacher training and program development. Chapter 2 is about classroom research method. This chapter discusses general methodological issues and 4 research traditions. These methods help explore classroom process and inform effective teaching practice. Chapter 3 is about teacher talk in second language classroom. It examines how teachers modify speech for non-native speakers, describes features that differentiate speech to non-native learners from native speakers, and focus on elaborate teacher discourse and its impact on language learning. Chapter 4 is about learner behavior in second language classroom. Investigate language production, input generation, and learner strategies, and also explore interaction among learners and their impact on language learning. Chapter 5 is discussed about teacher and student interaction. It's discussed the selective of teacher speech to mixed native and non-native speaker classes, variability in teachers' language choice when addressing learners, questioning behavior patterns, feedback characteristic following errors in language production, or subject matter content. Chapter 6 is about learning outcomes. It's discussed and it explores how formal language instruction and classroom interaction impact learner behavior and outcomes. The 7th chapter, or the last chapter, is about direction for research and teaching. It discusses and focuses on methodological issues, implication for research and teaching, and the value of second language instruction. So if you want to know, the cover of book is this, and the table of contents of this book is this and this. Okay, next I want to tell all the summary based on each chapter in this book. The summary from chapter 1 is about the main issues in second language classroom research. The first is the value of the second language teaching. Theoretical issues relating to second language teaching and learning are explored in specialized research studies. Second, context matters. Considers the environment, setting, and circumstances in which language learning occurs. The third, the key issues. Key issues in classroom teaching, learning from instruction, individuals acquire knowledge, skills, and understanding through guidance. Direction and support from instructor or educational material. Fourth, about teacher talk. It refers to the language and communication used by teacher during interaction with students. Fifth, learner behavior. Obstacle action, interaction and reaction exhibited by students during language learning activities includes level of participation, engagement with text, and response to learning strategies. 6. Classroom interaction. The dynamic exchange of language and ideas between students, teacher, and peers. Critical to language acquisition and meaningful language use. 7. Methodological issues. Challenge relating to teaching methods and approaches, a mismatch between theoretical principles and practical implementation. Can heighten desired learning outcomes. 8. Book review. Provides a critical review of recent research on classroom-centered language. Chapter 2 is about regarding classroom research methods. The fourth tradition research are: first, psychometric, involving standards tests and questionnaire to measure language proficiency, motivation, and anxiety. Second, interaction analysis. Analysis viable interaction between teachers and students, categorizing them into a tabulation matrix. Third, discourse analysis. Focus on communication and interaction in second language context, drawing from the pragmatic tradition and digital interaction research. The fourth, ethnography. Understanding the cultural context of the second language classroom by examining shared behaviors, beliefs, and language patterns over time. Fifth, general methodological issues. Quantitative versus qualitative approach. Quantitative analyzes numerical data to identify patterns and relationships. Qualitative, understanding meaning, perspective, and experience through detailed observation and interpretation of non-numerical data. 6. Class observation. Systematically observe interaction, behaviors, and dynamics to gain insight into teaching practice and student engagement. 7. Dimension analysis. Examines the rhetorical, linguistic, and conceptual aspect of language classroom discourse. 8. Reliability and validity. Assess the consistency and accuracy of data collection and analysis method. 9. Tradition in perspective. Discourse analysis, phenomenology, and various ethnographic and psychological approach contribute to understanding the context of language learning. Chapter 4 is about the learner behavior in second language classroom. The summary is about the language learner production. Refers to students generating language output during classroom tasks and interaction. Analysis based on quality, quantity, and interaction with the teacher's speech. Impacts learning outcomes. Second, input generation. Creating comprehensible and relevant language output for second language learners. Consider appropriateness for the task at hand. Influenced by factors like age, social context, and cultural background. Interaction between learners, communication and collaborating among students during learning activities. Text varies from pair work group discussion, affected by proficiency difference and teacher support. Fourth, classroom organization. Arrangement of space, time, and activities to the facilities effective communication, includes physical layout, scheduling, and teacher interaction. Chapter 5 is about the summary of teacher and student interaction in second language classroom. First, the differential allocation of teacher speech to learners. Teachers selectively address language use based on learners' proficiency levels, cultural backgrounds, and needs. Influences quality and quantity of teacher-student interaction. Second, choice of language. Teachers select language considering proficiency levels, cultural backgrounds, and learning needs. Impacts motivation and engagement. Third is functional allocation of language choice. Adapting language to learner specific needs and goals, context and purpose play a role. 4. Questioning behavior. Crucial for engaging students. Types include procedural, convergent, and divergent question. Modification adjusts complexity based on learner abilities. And the feedbacks provides information to promote learning and improvement. The book Second Language Classroom Research on Teaching and Learning by Chaudrin provides a critical overview of recent classroom-centered research and its implication for language teaching and learning. It delves into how students and teacher behaviors affect language learning, synthesizing crucial research. If you are interested, you can read this book and you can find it into Google Scholar, and you can find in booksgoogle.com. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you very much for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you.